On April 19th, 2016, Black Ops 3's second DLC Zombies map was released to widespread controversy. This map immediately polarized the player base, and today, 3,000 days after its initial launch, we're revisiting the map to see whether it's truly an underappreciated masterpiece or the black sheep of Black Ops 3. This is Zetsubou no Shima. Alright, welcome back. Man, it has been, what, 3 months since I've recorded a video? I'm pretty sure the last one I did was Drak days later, and now we're already on Zetsubou. It has been way too long, and fellas, it's good to be back. So today, I think we're just gonna do a very simple box roulette challenge on good old Zetsubou. If you don't know what a box roulette challenge is, the first thing we need to do is locate the mystery box. The second thing we need to do is make it to the end of round 3. And now that we're at the end of round 3, we can open this door right here. And we can go ahead and open this door right here. We can end the round. And now we hit the box, and whatever we get, we have to use for the entirety of round 4. It's a 48 dredge. So the only thing we can use this round is a 48 dredge. And now that round 4 is over, we're gonna swap out this 48 dredge, and whatever we get, we're gonna use for the entirety of round 5. It's an MX Grand, and we're gonna rinse and repeat that all the way up until round 30. And while we're over here, I'm gonna try and get the skull of Nan Sapwe, because it is incredible at dealing with thrashers, and I want to fight as few of them as I possibly can. Oh, speaking of, there's already one right here. Round 5 is a little early for you, bud. Maybe you can wait. Anyway, we have our first skull right here, and that's gonna start a little lockdown. We need to protect the skull from these green boys. Oh my god, there's another thrasher. It is round 5. This is truly the Zetsubou experience. But it looks like we got that skull lockdown done. While we're over here, we can open this door and this door right here, and we can see this is gonna be our next one. So now we can run all the way back here, place this skull right here, and pick up this new one. And then we run all the way back, and we start a second one. And let's pick up a part for the gas mask while we're over here. You might as well. And we got our first look at the spiders. And that's another trial down. So why don't we go ahead and end this round, get a max ammo that we don't really need, and we can get ourselves a weapon for round 6. It's a Weevil. Pretty good luck so far. Let's see how it goes through the rest of the run, because this may or may not be my second attempt at this particular challenge. I may or may not have forgotten to power my microphone for my first attempt, an attempt that may or may not have been interrupted by a crash at round 16, and it may or may not be 4:57 AM as I'm recording this because I had to do a second attempt. You know, that may or may not be true. We'll just never know. What I do know is that we're gonna want to open this door right here, pick up a part for the shield, open another door right here, get ourselves a helping of green water, and a second part for the gas mask, and we're gonna come up here where, if we wanted to, we could pour water into here. But we're not gonna do that just yet. Instead, we're gonna cut across the middle of the map by opening that door, and this door right here, where we find a similar looking building with another part for the shield. And if we come to the top of this building, we find another one of these machines that we're gonna pour water into. And if we run to the back of this building, we can find water that's blue, which we can put in the second machine, which is gonna turn this red light green like this other one, which will open this door. So we put our new water in here, and look at that, 2 green lights, open sesame. Now there are zombies behind this door, one of which will turn into a thrasher. Thankfully we killed him, and now what we can do is open this door right here, and we see a power switch but a red light. We need to unclog the underwater turbine down there. Doing that will start a lockdown. However, I can hit this Gobblegum machine here, and if I get anywhere but here, I didn't. Okay, that's deeply unfortunate. So we're gonna have to end round. There we go. But now, because I'm at the end of my gum cycle, I can hit any... Okay, I'm not at the end of my gum cycle. Pardon me. What I was trying to do is get anywhere but here, because if you time it right, you can teleport out of that lockdown sequence, and that makes the entire thing really easy, but no such luck today. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to my Gobblegums, and now we need a gun for this very quick spider round. Thankfully, we got a gun that isn't very good, so we don't have to go through an entire actual round with this guy. What is unfortunate about this is that we're spending 1,000 points to shoot 6 bullets, and now we're spending another 1,000 points for a gun for round 8. And that gun is going to be a VMP. So I'm gonna try and get anywhere but here out of this spin, and it looks like we got it. Let's go. So now that we have anywhere but here, we can come back into the bunker, come back into this room and take a dip, tear off these webs, and immediately hit up on the D-pad and teleport away. And while we're over here hanging out, that lockdown will complete itself, and we know we did it right because the power should be on. It does not appear like we did it right. Oh wait, never mind, I'm silly. The light is on, I just need to turn the switch up. So now the power is on, and now we get Jug. Oh, we anywhere but here to back here. Interesting. We can jump back in here and get a part for the Pack-a-Punch machine while we're here. And there are a lot of them. Okay. Looks like we're kind of doing this lockdown anywhere. Hello, other double points. Good to see you. Oh, hey, we did a trial. Nice. I'm gonna leave him alive for a moment so I can come up here and get the final part for the zombie shield. And now I can go through this door right here and start cutting down these zombies and cobwebs. And one of them will have a second part for the Pack-a-Punch machine. I just gotta keep cutting them down until I find it. Oh, and that's a bad place for that spore to pop. Please do not create any thrashers, I beg. It created a thrasher. I begged and you did not help. He is dead. Yeah, important thing about playing Zet is popping all those spores where you see them, because you really don't want to do what I did and drag an entire horde of zombies through one. That's a real good way to end up causing a lot of problems. Anyway, we're just gonna keep cutting down these guys until we find what we're looking for. That appears to be the one we're looking for. There we go. Now we can open the final door at the back of the bunker, enter the coolest room in this entire map, and there is another totem for the skull of Nan Sapwe. I'm gonna hold off on it for just a moment, because if we open this door here, take another swim, and in this underwater area of the map, we can find ourselves the final part for Pack-a-Punch. And if we go down into this deep dark area of the cave that's really far underwater, we can get a part for the Wonder Weapon. Obviously, I can't use the KT4 Wonder Weapon in this challenge because it's a buildable Wonder Weapon. However, what I'm going to do is build it and then immediately discard it, because that will add it into the box rotation. And if I get it out of the box on one of my rounds, I'm absolutely gonna use it because it's a really fun Wonder Weapon. That, and it has one other use that I'm gonna show off later in this video. And now we can come all the way back up here and place all of these parts to drain the water in this room, which will give us access access to the Pack-a-Punch machine. And before we move on to that final skull ritual, I'm gonna open this door, and we have another skull ritual thing right here, but we also have, on this rock over by the VMP wall by, the final part for the gas mask. And we can run over here and use this zip line to get back to one of the power buildings from before, where I can build that gas mask. There we go. That's gonna protect us from spores, so we're not coughing throughout this entire video. And I can run all the way to the other power station and build the shield right here. And speaking of coughing throughout this entire video, I'm sure a number of you are wondering how I'm doing on my level 1000 grind. I have been sick throughout pretty much all of June and have not made a lot of progress on it. So, yeah, things are a little slow right now. My hope of getting this done before the end of summer is pretty much completely dead, but I should be able to get it done before Black Ops 6, which was officially announced and shown off a little bit while I was away working on that video and largely being sick, and it looks pretty good. There we go, that trial is done. So we can pick up our final skull, we can buy some more VMP ammo and run back into the bunker, where we have our fourth and final trial. And this trial is gonna spawn a Thrasher. He won't attack the skull, thankfully. Not so thankfully, he will attack me, but I'm just gonna try and kite him around so I don't have to kill him. And we have unfortunately ended the round, but our trial is over. It is time to run all the way back to the box so we can get a gun for round 9. I was a little worried I might have had to kill a zombie on round 9 with the VMP, but the only ones I ended up shooting were part of the trial, and I'm pretty sure if I left them alive anyway, they would have just died out naturally. We had more than enough health on that skull for it to make it through, and ooh, well, that is deeply unfortunate. The possibility of killing a zombie on round 9 is truly back. See if I can get a gobblegum here in plain sight. That's perfect. Now if I get caught before the box respawns, I'll be okay. And I should probably buy quick revive. I'm just realizing now we didn't have that. The box appears to be where our final trial location was. I was just here. I didn't even realize there was a spawn location over here. And we got the dredge again. Alright. Anyway, this doesn't seem like a terrible place to hold out. Yeah, there we go. Round 10, new gun, what's it gonna be? The HG40, okay. Kinda forgot this gun was even on this map. Anyway, speaking of the map, we might as well open up our training area and get ourselves the skull of Nan Sapwe finally. Ooh, spooky stairs, spooky cave, spooky skull. Anyway, the skull is a soul box now. There we go, specialist weapon acquired. Oh my god. Wow, they they spawned in fast. Holy, I knew this area had fast spawns. I didn't think they would all spawn in immediately. I thought there'd be some kind of spawn delay after completing this, but apparently not. Absolutely brutal, but hey, we got a HG40 and a horde of zombies. We're gonna get that money back in no time. Alright, that appears to be round. We can go ahead and rebuy Jug. And before we rebuy Quick Revive, I think I'm gonna end round right by the box, just so I don't have to do as much running around. And there we go. Our gun for round 11 will be a Brecci. Alright. Oh, and we get a spider round on round 11. We might as well do it right here. And there we go. Round 11 done. What are we gonna get for round 12? The Draken. Okay. Not entirely sure if I would have preferred to have a Brecci on this round. I wouldn't exactly describe Zetsubou as a sniper map, but you know what? I think we'll make it work. And hopefully the Draken is good against Thrashers. I honestly have no idea. You know what? Now's as good a time to find out as any. You know what? It's okay. I made it work. Okay. Well, you know what? Why don't we introduce him to our new friend? Yeah. It's a bit better. Anyway, while I'm over here, I want to check what my trials are. Power up from a plant, 8 spiders with spores. Probably not gonna obtain a power up from a plant, but 8 spiders with spores is probably doable. That top trial is the one that gives you an extra perk slot, and I would very much like having 5 perks on this map. But for right now, I think I'll just settle for having a new gun for round 13. And it's the Cuda. Now, I mentioned earlier I wanted to get the KT4 in this game just for a little bit. And if I hang out in this area right here, this zombie will spawn and drop a vial of green goop. And that is my second part for the KT4. Honestly, didn't think he would spawn that quickly. I was setting that up as if it would take a while. But since we got him, we can hang out right here in our training area, because the final part for the KT4 requires a spider round, and I probably should have got that part on my last spider round, but I didn't, which means we're gonna have to wait for another one. This might actually be the entire round. Can we end round right here and hit that fire sale right now? No. We're close, though. Incredibly tragic. Honestly, probably shouldn't have even tried that because we're a bit of the ways from the box, and I have a feeling it's gonna move. Please just give me a gun, any gun. It did not. Deeply unfortunate, but what can you do? Oh, and we got a Thrasher now. That's fantastic. I do have the skull I can kill him with, but I'm gonna try and hold on to that, at least for a little bit, especially because the box is relatively close to me. He's respawning directly under me. All right, we got an SVG and a Thrasher. You're gonna get skulled. Have some head. Yeah, SVG, probably my least favorite gun in this entire game. I don't know, Black Ops 3 just doesn't really have the metagame for slow 50 cal kind of weapon. Like, we got Double Tap 2.0 in this game, and with that, pretty much every gun that has that and is pack-a-punched is a 1 or 2 shot kill until round 30. And if you're going much further beyond that, alternate ammo types and your map's wonder weapon will probably take you the rest of the way. So like, I just never found a use for the SVG. I mean, at least as awful as guns like the Pharaoh are, they're decent at building points. The XM has a very niche case against the Dryzen boss. The M8A7 is very helpfully located in a lot of areas of the map, even though it's not particularly great. The SVG is just the one gun in BO3 where I'm like, I don't know what your point is. I don't know what the point of the SVG is, but I do know what the point of this cage is. If we lower that cage and lead a spider into it like so, it'll be trapped inside, where we can then raise the cage back up, and this sharp needle is gonna make it its friend. Oh, look at that, it just disappeared. That's weird. Anyway, its friend juice was just absorbed into that purple vial of liquid, and if we take that vial of liquid back into the bunker and go all the way down to the bottom, we can interact with this thing right here, and that's gonna make us the KT4, which I'm gonna swap out for the M8A7. I know that sounds like I'm breaking every rule in the challenge, but let me cook here. I can take this KT4 out of the bunker and shoot spiderwebs with it, because I hate that they do this. This is a very annoying area denial, but I can undeny the areas by shooting them with my web, and if we go down there, we have something special waiting for us. But if we go down there, we have to fight it with the KT4, which we're not allowed to do, so we're gonna knife our way through the rest of round 15, because these spiders are not very strong at all, and we can probably use the MR6 and our shield a little bit if we wanted to. Oh, well, we don't have a shield, I'm now realizing. We should probably go and fix that. And you know, good thing too, because the box is over here. Anyway, we have a shield, we have the max ammo, and we're about to have our gun for round 16. A Man of War couldn't have gotten anything better, because now we can pack-a-punch that Man of War. We're gonna have to pop it in plain sight to get out of here, more than likely. That will be fine. Or maybe not. Maybe we just get a death machine. That might have been the entire... Oh, it's not the entire round. They are respawning at a rapid rate, but we got out of there. We can go over here and buy double tap. And now if we go back to that area where we destroyed that web with the KT4 and jump down this cave, we can fight the mama spider. Spider, you're ruining my cinematic shot. Alright, and this is a boss fight, boys, and it's a very easy boss fight when we have a Pack-a-Punched Man-O-War with double tap. I mean, look how quickly we ended that damage phase. Look how quickly we ended that second damage phase. That was like a mag and a half. And I mean, look at this. Look at this. We have just single-handedly ended arachnophobia right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But we're not gonna squeeze lemons. We are instead going to squeeze some fresh and free Widow's Wine. I gotta say, I really like Zetsubou as a map. That might be my favorite part about it. That might honestly be my favorite part of Zetsubou. Like, they could have just had Widow's Wine as a perk machine on the map. Hello, two Thrashers. Good to see you. Now I finally have a gun for you. You're not so strong, are ya? Like, they could have just had Widow's Wine as a perk machine on the map, and nobody would have really thought anything of it, right? Like, if you're playing this 3,000 days ago and you never knew there was a spider boss fight, I would have a hard time saying you would feel the map was any less complete. I shouldn't have shot those zombies. Ooh, the Marshall dual wields. All right, I'm gonna goon over these Marshals in a minute, but I'm gonna finish my point. Zetsubou didn't really need the spider boss fight. Like, it's awesome and cool that it's there, but it doesn't make the map any more or less complete. Zetsubou would have been a perfectly fine map with or without the boss fight, but the fact that it's there is just that extra touch. It's that thing you don't know a map needs until it has it, and now imagining this map without the spider boss fight is completely impossible. And speaking of extra touches to a map, the Marshall dual wields. My god, these are map exclusive to Zetsubou, dual wield shotgun pistols, and when you pack-a-punch them, they are crazy. They're pretty crazy right now, honestly. Hard to believe they get better when you pack-a-punch them. You know, that's another thing that you don't realize you miss about the older maps. I like games like Cold War and Modern Warfare Zombies, but the thing about those maps is that every single gun in the game is in every single map. Like, even now, we just got another map exclusive weapon with the HG40 again. This is, I think, the only map this is on. It might also be on Garad, but if you want to use the HG40, you can only use it on Zetsubou and Garad, and you can only get it out of the box. And it just helps make each map a little bit more unique and special, right? It's not just Zetsubou, and it's not just Black Ops 3 either. The first thing that comes to mind when anyone talks about map exclusive weapons is the M27 on Black Ops 2 Nuketown. My god, what an incredible feeling weapon. Even though I'm pretty sure it has pretty much the same damage value as the MTAR, it doesn't matter because it's awesome and we love having it, even if it's just for vibes. I mean, in some cases, it's literally all vibes. The Remington New Model Army on Buried, literally a 1-for-1 reskin of the Python in every single aspect except for the sound design and the model. But nobody cares because it's an old-time Western 6-shooter on the old-time Western map, and it's awesome, even though it's not that great. Like, realistically, you're not going to be using it past round 20 or 25, assuming you're using it at all, because it's really easy to get the Mark II and Paralyzer on that map from the box, and you have an AN-94 wall buy. But this is just something you need on maps. You need weapons that are there for vibes. You could even throw something terrible like the SMR or War Machine into that category in BO2. Yeah, they're both terrible, but they're kind of troll weapons, and that's a big part of BO2 is being trolled. And I don't like that I had to use an in plain sight there because I can't shoot. I suppose I could have used my Skull of Nan Sapwe, but I don't know, I think I'd rather hold on to that. Either case, we need to find the box. I'm actually not entirely sure where it is. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. At first glance, it looked further in the bunker, but it was not. And we got the Argus. Speaking of a weapon for vibes, Slug Shotgun in a game that has the fucking Haymaker, Brecci, and KRM. This is here exclusively for vibes. 'Cause Lord knows you're not picking this thing by choice over any other shotgun in the game, but have you considered it's cool? Oh my god, there's another Thrasher. Alright, you know what else is cool? The skull of Nan Sapwe. Kill these things. Kill them now. Delete them. Delete them, please. Oh no, my gas mask broke. I want to see if I can end round and actually make use of the fire sale. I don't think I'll be able to, but I want to try. I want money. Where are they? Give me more. Give me more. No, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. A little unfortunate that we couldn't make use of the fire sale again, but we're gonna hit the box right here and it's not gonna be an issue. It's not to say we're never gonna have to worry about money again, because eventually we're gonna have to get guns that we need to pack a punch. But for right now, I would say we're doing really well. We're doing a hell of a lot better than my first attempt that ended in a crash. The question is it more entertaining to watch the catastrophe than the map that kind of goes well? I mentioned I was sick throughout all of June, and I still kind of am right now, and a big part of that sickness is that my throat fucking hurts all of the time. Today was the first day I felt comfortable putting my trash can away from my bedside, and after about 4 hours of talking today, I am regretting that decision. A decision I'm not gonna regret is when I kill these spiders with a spore so I can get more perks. There we go, let's go. Oh, that was the end of round. Stop blocking the doorways. Alright, this is probably where we lose our other in plain sight, but it's fine. Just give me a gun that's good, please. Hey, a dingo. That's good. I was fully expecting a Shiva. I'm not used to the game being so nice to me. Speaking of the game being nice to me, give me a perk slot. Thank you very much. I will use that perk slot on Speed Cola. I kind of wish I could use it on Stamina Up, because Stamina Up is good and makes me happy. But for this particular challenge, I think Speed Cola is the objectively correct choice. Anyway, how about this dingo? Oh, that was the end of round. Neato. So, please give me another good gun. Oh, okay, so the way this works is that I'm gonna spin again, because I can't do a round with cymbal monkeys, but I can throw one and not die here. A brecci. Sure, I can do a round with that, yeah. And I kind of wish I had more Widow's Wine grenades, because I'm gonna go back to my training area, which I haven't really been using throughout this entire game. And that's an area where I would like to have as many Widow's Wine grenades as I can possibly have, because they're all gonna spawn in here in like 2 seconds. You know, didn't really need the Widow's Wine. Probably should lay off the trigger finger, because I keep ending round really far away from the box. Oh my god, please don't be a teddy bear. I beg, I plead. I'm probably gonna have to throw a monkey here. I'm definitely gonna have to throw a monkey. Please don't be a teddy bear. The Vesper. Alright, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to need to pack-a-punch. It does not have enough ammo. You know, pack-a-punching mid-round is probably a terrible idea, because that pack spot is a bit of a nightmare. I'm just gonna buy ammo. Oh my god, are we gonna do this again? Are we gonna do this again? Am I gonna use my Skull of Nan Sapwe to try and get this fire sale? I have 50,000 points. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because it works. My brain is so big. The gun for this round is free. Let's go. It's spider round. We got a terrible gun for the spider round. You know, I wonder if I hit that and I just leave it, can I finish this spider round and get 2 fire sales for... Why are they back there? What the fuck? I've never seen them be back there. What are they... What the fuck? Why are they back there? We're not getting the Zetsubou experience if there isn't a game-breaking bug. What is the Zetsubou experience? The peak Zetsubou experience. We need a possibly game-breaking bug. We need a Thrasher to one-hit down us at full health. We need a crash. We need a good gun from the box right here. Alright, now this is peak Zetsubou. I'm gonna pretend. Like, we don't need to pack-a-punch this immediately. Also, if I haven't said it before, I'm not going to be using alternate ammo types in this game. This is a box roulette challenge, and part of the fun is using all of the different weapons that you get from each new box hits. And with AATs, I don't really feel like I'm ever using the gun with the alternate ammo type. I feel like I'm using the alternate ammo type with the gun. You know what I mean? Like, whatever gun you happen to have with any AAT is usually pretty secondary. Oh my god, we have 2 Thrashers on round 25. I don't have my goddamn skull. I'm very quickly reconsidering my no AAT plan because this is awful. I hate everything about this. Okay, I have my skull. I no longer hate everything about this. Please die. They are chugging forward. It's not a one-shot on round 25? It's like 3 or 4 shots to the head. My brother in Christ, this gun is pack-a-punched. I have double tap. What do you mean it's not a one-shot? This is terrible. I mean, at least the fire rate is pretty fast. That's about all the positives I got for the Shiva. Next, I am praying on my hands and knees that the box does not move on this hit, because if I have to use the Shiva or even hold on to it for any more length of time, I'm going to be upset. Okay, I already know this is a gun I'm also going to have to pack-a-punch, so we might as well do it now. Okay, we have one guy left. Let's go. I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is completely gone. I am going to edit this and be bedridden for another month. Let's fucking go, boys. All right, please. I want a good gun. Martial dual wields. All right, you know what? This is not a gun we need to pack-a-punch. By definition, absolutely not. For the vibes, I think we kind of have to. Look at these. All right, we're gonna gather up a horde here, and I'm gonna show you just how good these are. All right, that was 2 seconds. We have a full horde, more or less. All right, well, you know, crowd control isn't exactly the point of these, but like, bro, look at these. How are these not getting one-shots? I know I'm hitting some of them in the arm and some of them from range, but like, I kind of thought they'd be doing a little more. I know at least in my head, the Executioner from Black Ops 2, which is the other shotgun pistol in this series, is a one-shot until like 34, and like I knew these weren't that. They're maybe a little more spammy than I thought they were. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think the real key to these is that they're incredible against the Thrashers. But now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that's the Marshal's claim to fame. It's Thrasher counter. Although even then, I'm complaining about the damage, and I just remembered, oh yeah, 230 shots, lol. Yeah, we could afford to spam them a little bit. The Haymaker is a gun we're gonna have to pack-a-punch. I just don't think it has the ammo to handle a full round without it. At this point, it doesn't even matter. Like, we have more than enough money to pack-a-punch every single gun we get. Oh, and we didn't need to do that at all. Well, you know, we might as well just stay right here then. And I need to remember to keep one of them alive if I can, because the box is almost certainly moving this round. I feel like it's been here for a long time. I feel like it's been here since like round 20. I did not keep one guy. There were like 4 spiders that entire round. What the fuck? Why were there so few of them? The box didn't move. I wish it had. Oh boy, we are going to struggle. We are going to die. I'm going to shit my pants. It is the XM53. That is a Thrasher. The XM gets 1 more shot when pack-a-punched. Exactly 1. It doesn't one-shot Thrashers? It doesn't 4-shot Thrashers. How is he alive? Okay, I have alchemical in my Gobblegum pack. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to pull it. Die. Continue dying. It took half of this gun's ammo. And there's another one. You know what? we're gonna use the Skull of Nan Sapwe and probably the Skull of Nan Sapwe only to get through this round. Because this... the XM is not it. The XM is not the guy. The nuke doesn't kill the Thrashers. The nuke doesn't kill the Thrashers. Okay, that was only a 4-shot. That's not too bad. I'm just gonna keep rolling. That Gobblegum is blue. That Gobblegum is blue. I've killed myself. We're gonna throw a monkey and we're gonna hit another Gobblegum. Please, for the love of God, be Occam. I have no other chance. It's Occam, thank God. The spider webs are actually a fucking problem now. You know, I actually just thought about it. That blue Gobblegum I got is Lucky Crit. I'm not using AATs in this game. Why did I equip Lucky Crit? That's literally a dead slot. What is wrong with me? Why am I stupid? Why am I recording Zetsubou at 6 a.m.? I mean, not 6 a.m. I'm a responsible adult. Playing video games at 6 a.m. would not be good. That would not be professional of me. I got a fire sale that literally does nothing. I'm out of ammo. Okay, Occam, please. I'm going to die again. No! I'm trying to use the XM for as much of this round as I can. But it's so bad. Okay, I don't really want to do horde-ups down here, but maybe I can just get them all and not have any issues. And now we're fine. Now we're fine. All right. You know, you get them all in a group. It's actually not that bad. Oh shit, and I think this is the end of the round. Hello? Hey, that was the end of the round. There must have been another one somewhere. He got bored and died. I don't know.